Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 490, Chasing the Unicorn. Stanley's over there somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's in the back. Alright, what do I mean by chasing the unicorn? Is the best book you ever wrote the first book? How depressing would that be? If you can never replicate that level of success, that level of... Yeah, it's getting dark out. It's overcast. If you can't ever replicate that level of success again, or feel like you've written that kind of book a second time, or a third time, or a 100th time, how can you not get better if you keep practicing at something? Or did you all do all the practice and all of a sudden your first book is your best book? I have to doubt that. Your first book may have an inspired plot, whereas you have a hard time finding an equally inspirational plot going forward, but you will. But you will if you practice at it, keep at it, and study the craft. Study by reading, by looking at what others have done. Give yourself room to grow. Do not believe, a lot of people say they're perfectionists. Well, how can you write, if you write 10 books, are they all perfect? And perfect is so relative that you're really condemning yourself to a life of hell, thinking that, oh, I can't publish it because it's not perfect. Because there is no such thing as perfect in a book. There's books that sell great, that you look at them and you might wince at the wording, but the story is so compelling that the readers have to read it and then they want more. And you have to write another compelling story. That may be a lot of pressure, but also it's a good challenge to you in moving forward, in learning and growing. Can you make it better and better? I suggest you can. Is the best book always the next one? Maybe, maybe not, but that's a good goal to have. My best book is coming. There's some good books out there, but my best book is coming. And I like to think that I have some good books out there. I think one of the best books I ever wrote was the third book I ever wrote. And I have over 125 now in my backlist. But that third book, I went back through it to clean it up, and there wasn't much to clean up. Third book. Great plot, great story, and it didn't sell very well. But I think that's one of my best books, one of my best stories. It's still fine. It's fine that I keep moving forward. It's fine that it's just a different story for a different audience. So how can we touch the audience? How can we reach the readers' minds? And that's what we're striving for, to entertain, to educate, to get something out there. The magnum opus. What is your magnum opus? Most conductors, most people who write symphonies, word escapes me, COVID brain, those folks, their magnum opus is like their last work. It's what they save, it's what they work on for their whole life, and then drop it right before they die. Or people find it in their works, in their unpublished works, after they've gone, and here's the magnum opus. Please don't make your magnum opus the first book. That would be a crushing blow. I read an article by about a musician, and his biggest seller was a song that he wrote when he was 21, and he kept trying to recapture that magic, and he said it was crushing. It was really hard on him to think that the smartest I was ever, the best I ever was when I was 21. We can't think that. Think about how hard that is going through life, thinking, man, my glory days are well past me. You got a lot of life left after 21. I'm 59, and I still think the best book I have in me is coming. And that's how I keep moving forward. So where is that unicorn? It's got to be in front of you. You can't be riding the unicorn of the past. Otherwise, it's going to be a hard life. You're doing yourself a favor if you keep trying to improve, seeing where you can improve, even if it's only a couple words out of a 100,000-word manuscript. Better is better. And better in your mind without saying it perfect, because perfect is it's an unreachable goal. There's a story in you that will resonate with your readers, and then there's another story that will resonate with the readers. Some authors have had incredible careers with hundreds of books, and the readers love almost all of them. So that's what we're striving for. even if you're only writing 1 or 2 books a year. Nora Roberts writes 4 books a year religiously, but she's been doing it for 30, 35 years. So a lot of books. You don't have to write a lot of books right now, just over time. Tell those stories. Chase that unicorn because the unicorn's in front of you. Peace, fellow humans.